In a rainy city, under the cold glow of streetlights reflected in puddles, a distant gaze through the window of a small bookstore seemed to carry the weight of the world. Somewhere between love and destiny, there are choices that change everything. This is the story of how an unexpected encounter turned two young lives upside down. Jia, a 24-year-old Korean woman, dedicated herself to illustration as a way to express the pain she carried in silence. Since losing her father, her world felt like a blank canvas, empty and without purpose. She spent her afternoons in her neighborhood bookstore, surrounded by sketchbooks filled with memories and unfinished lines. Across the city, Min-jun, a 26-year-old young man, battled his own inner storm. He dreamed of becoming a composer, but felt pressured by family expectations pushing him toward a safer path. Though outgoing, he carried a void inside him that he couldn't fill. That afternoon, fate brought them together. Min-jun entered the bookstore in a hurry, weaving through the narrow aisles, and without noticing, bumped into the table where Jia was organizing her sketches. Her notebook slid and fell to the floor, scattering several pages. Embarrassed, he bent down to pick them up and unintentionally scribbled on one of the sheets with an unfinished poem he had found. When Jia realized it, her heart tightened. That poem was a memory of her father, now altered by the presence of a stranger. Her gaze was a mixture of surprise and irritation, while Min-jun awkwardly apologized. However, something about that exchange made them both feel that this moment was not mere coincidence. There was something there, something that sparked curiosity and an inexplicable comfort. Days passed, and unexpectedly, Min-jun and Jia kept running into each other. Small conversations turned into confessions, and without realizing it, they created a safe space where they could be their true selves. She shared her drawings, her interrupted dreams, and the pain of losing her father. He spoke about the pressure he felt, the fear of not being enough, and his passion for music, a love that, little by little, he saw being suffocated by the demands of adulthood. One night, sitting in a small park in the city center, beneath paper lanterns glowing softly under the moonlight, they shared a pair of earphones while listening to an old song. The melody cut through the silence of the sleeping city, and for the first time, Min-jun felt his words finding meaning. I feel trapped between what they want me to be and who I really am. Jia watched the leaves swaying in the wind and whispered, maybe it's because we're afraid of what we truly want. Min-jun's gaze drifted for a few seconds. Her response echoed inside him like a whisper of destiny. But destiny, mischievous as ever, had different plans. The opportunity came as a test. Jia received an offer to showcase her drawings in Paris, a chance she had always dreamed of. Min-jun got an unexpected call. A record label was interested in his music, but to sign a contract, he would have to leave the city and everything he knew. The dilemma hung between them like a sharp, cold wind. At the train station, with suitcases at their feet and hearts in turmoil, they said their goodbyes. Jiao's gaze was fixed on the horizon, trying to find the strength to believe that this separation was necessary. Min-jun held her hand for a moment, a mix of hope and farewell. If you go, I won't stop you. But what if this is a mistake? Jia closed her eyes for a moment, holding back tears. She knew leaving was the path to growth. The biggest mistake would be giving up on ourselves. The train left, taking with it a piece of their stories. Months passed. Jia found her place in the art world, learning to value her own voice and accept that some absences were necessary for growth. Min-jun, in turn, became a rising star, but he felt that something was incomplete. With every note played on stage, something within him pulled him back to the past. Then a letter arrived. It was an invitation to a concert, a reunion he hadn't planned, but perhaps one that destiny had orchestrated. That night, among crowds and spotlights, their eyes met once again. Their hearts raced, and the air seemed to disappear. In that moment, they realized that some stories never end. They simply wait for the right time to begin again. Life is never simple, but maybe sometimes it's the chaos that helps us understand the true meaning of love. What would you do in Jia and Min-jun's place? Do you believe destiny separates two people only to bring them back stronger in the future? Share your opinion in the comments, and if you've experienced something similar, tell your story. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more heartwarming stories like this.